ang gusto ko na masabi is, ito pala yung feeling ng sumakses.
Step by the step pala ito. Okay. Hi everyone, it's May 13. It's a day after the election. So itong vlog na to, it's gonna be an unpacking of sorts of our feelings. Ang dami namin feelings eh. Yeah, so let's talk about the elections for this short vlog. Sana magustuhan ninyo.
For this vlog, para organize kami, nag-prepare ako ng questions. So yeah. So, kahapon yung election, so how was your experience? Nahirapan ka ba? Mabilis lang yung pagboto mo? Magkaiba kami ng precinct eh. He voted sa QC, ako sa Mandaluyong. So, baka magkaiba kami ng experience.
My experience was A-okay. It was my first time voting in QC. Ever since I started voting, I voted in Pampanga. Pero starting this midterm elections, sa Eastwood na kami. It was so convenient. It was in a mall. Wow! Sa new mall. Swerte. Oh. It was in the atrium. So sa gitna ng mall yan, sa ground floor. Yeah, exactly. My mom is a senior, so it took her about 10 minutes. No kidding. And we went at around 1 p.m. While I took an hour. I timed it, an hour exacto, from start to finish. From looking at your precinct, yung name mo dun sa folder, until I got my receipt and dropped it in the Dropbox. 1 hour. So not bad, right? May mga konting aberya dun sa machine. I tried to put it mga twice or thrice yata. There was a paper jam thing happening, but it was all fixed right away. So, good job all to Comelec, at least from my experience. How about yours?
It took me parang 20 minutes lang eh. I was able to vote around, before 8 pa ata, no? We arrived around 7:30, and then mabilis lang yung process there. Maraming tao doon sa hanapin mo names mo, hanapin mo precinct mo. And the good thing about doon sa school na yun is meron silang pinrovide na map for everyone. So makikita mo kagad kung anong floor ka, kung anong room ka. And then pagdating mo sa room, ang dami din tao mag-assist sa'yo. Overall, it was a great experience.
Okay.
Maaga ako eh. Maaga. Check. Before casting your vote, ano yung journey mo towards preparing yung list ng kung sino boboto? Yung ano yung mga considerations mo, ano yung inisip mo before ma-finalize?
My list consisted of 5 names only sa Senate. So we're both the same. No? So it was that hard this time to complete it as much as I wanted to. 5 talaga yung nag-last. How did I come up with those 5? Well, first of all, may mga no-brainers ako. My no-brainers were, of course, Kiko and Bam. They have been consistent also in terms of showing their values, which I align with. I look at track record. I look at their previous behavior. Track record also proves that, diba? Previous behavior will tell you a lot about his or her future behavior. Diba, natural? So, of course, dapat walang bahid ng korupsyon. Husay, galing, 'di ba, talino. You will also look into that, and integrity. Yung 5 namin also si Bam, si Kiko, si Luke Espiritu, because among all of the candidates, I feel that he is the most non-traditional of them all. But he speaks his mind. It's his second time running, so hindi pa niya nakuha. Hopefully, he still runs a third time, and you know what they say, third time's a charm, right? Hopefully, he still runs, and hopefully, people back him up more and more in 2028. Sana. And there's also Arlene Brosas. I caught wind of her because of Nim, so I also trust his decision. And Sonny Matula. That's how I came up with the final 5 list. I came up with that through research, of course. Tsaka pagtanong-tanong sa mga taong pinagkakatiwalaan ko, the people I trust.
Voting is a personal experience. So, align ba yung mga boboto mo sa kung anong importante sa'yo? Tanim siya before, natanggal yung isa because hindi siya aligned sa akin. Alam yun siguro kung sino mina-mention ko, pero yeah, hindi siya aligned sa akin. So, kagabi we saw sa mga news na election results are coming in. Ano yung initial reaction mo to it?
Nice question. So, I was trying to think about it, no, the experience. After voting yesterday, so medyo nakakapagod na, pero relatively easy naman to, kung tutuusin. But after that, I was falling into the black hole of, I would say, hindi naman disinterest, pero hopelessness coming from the experience in 2022, which was kind of traumatic in a way, right? You know what I mean? Lenny didn't win, Kiko didn't win, isa lang yung nakalusot. Tama, si Lisa lang yung nakalusot, di ba? So, imagine that, that performance, and that, the exhaustion from campaigning. Kasi I haven't campaigned for any tandem or candidates as hard as I did during the last elections, yung major elections in 2022. I never did that na ganun katindi. I was so exhausted after the elections. So it had an imprint on me na medyo traumatic in a way. So fast forward cut to 3 years later in 2020, yesterday, I was kind of falling into that zone again after voting. So, and I posted about it on my TikTok, diba, yung buhay middle class na sinasabi natin. But fast forward to the results, here comes Bam, second place, diba? And Kiko, fifth place. Parang it was a ray of sunshine. Nabunutan ka ng tinik talaga when you saw it. Naiyak pa nga siya eh. Deep inside, I was crying also. Kasi, di ba? It was, I felt very hopeful for the country. I felt very happy for the country. Elated. Yan ang next level ng happy. Elated. Very excited for the country, di ba? Na we apparently can still do it. We are not bobotantes after all. Kahit na 2 out of 12, hindi pa rin ganun kaganda. Pero at least, di ba, we showed na we still can choose the right people. We're getting there. Sabi nga niya, malayo pa, pero malayo na ang narating natin. And it feels very hopeful.
Reaction ko yesterday, I was pretty shocked na number 2 si Bam. I was expecting him to be between 6 to 8. Tapos si Kiko, bandang baba pa. And looking at the results din, parang mas marami ding nakuha si Luke Espiritu this election compared to the previous one. So hopefully, he'll still consider running on 2028.
Naiyak ka nga.
On 2028? In 2028.
In 2028.
In 2028.
Naiyak ka nga.
Yeah. Tama siya. 2022 was a heartbreak kasi coming into this election, parang hindi ko muna in-all out. Kasi talagang na broken hearted ako nung 2022. Kagabi nakita ko siya parang, may pag-asa pala talaga. And also, Akbayan is number 1.
Oh, yes.
My gosh. And then, si ML party list din, yung kay Leila, is possibly makakuha din ng 1 seat. Then, we also saw na hindi manalo si Cynthia Villar. Si Lenny won in Naga, and then Vico and Joy, both of them landslide yung win. Sobrang happy kagabi. Nakaka-happy na kagabi. What do you think the election results signify for our country?
Thank you for that wonderful question. Para ako nasa nito. Okay. I think it signifies more than anything hope. Pag-asa. Right? Pag-asa. For me, that's what it signifies talaga mostly. Hope. If you're watching now and you are a young person, a first-time voter even, or a second-time voter, a millennial, a Gen Z, who voted, thank you. Thank you for choosing correctly.
Ang gusto ko masabi is, ito pala yung feeling ng sumakses.
Nice.
Ito pala yung feeling ng sumakses tayo. Parang, step by the step.
Tama pala si Ninya. Step by the step pala ito.
Okay na to. Di ba tapos na yung botohan? And sometimes people assume that after voting, wala silang responsibilidad sa country. Parang ganun. Natatapos na doon. So what do you think are ways for Filipinos to still be included sa discussion or be involved sa bansa natin?
Be involved. And how can you be involved? By speaking your mind. Diba? So, be in the know. Alamin nyo kung ano nangyayari sa bansa natin. How? Through social media. Of course, filter kung ano yung kinokonsume natin. Importante yun. Hindi lang nood ng nood. Diba? Filter whom you watch and what you watch. And speak your mind. Mag-comment kayo, share nyo yung mga tamang i-share. Ganun. Ikaw?
Ito na sabi ko. So, after voting, kailangan i-monitor nyo yung mga binoto nyo. Hindi pwedeng binoto nyo siya tapos papabayaan na siya. So if you see something na may mali siyang ginagawa, i-call out nyo. I think social media is the easiest way to do it. Pero syempre, hindi yung pabalang. You do it in a very respectful manner. So yun, don't be a blind follower of the people you voted. Because I've been seeing people na talagang apologist na yung behavior. Check nyo kung aligned pa rin ba yung binoto nyo sa sinabi niya during the election period. Pag hindi, i-call out nyo. I think that's the easiest way for people to feel and stay involved.
I agree. Be accountable for your choice.
Yeah. And also, counter fake news. Yeah, I think that's that's also the easiest way. Pag may nakita kayo, call out nyo. May share yung friend nyo na maling news meant to provoke you or trigger people na magkaroon ng negative reaction towards a politician. I-call out nyo na kagad. Kasi noong 2022, di ba, we were very parang kalmado pa with fighting fake news. So, yan ang maganda ginawa this 2025 ng mga tamakbo eh. Hinarap nila yung mga fake news. Especially si Kiko.
Correct.
Hindi siya...
They didn't turn a blind eye anymore. Dati kasi, pabayaan nila, di ba?
So, with the help of influencers and also yung mga common people.
Very citizens.
With ordinary citizens, diba? We're looking forward na sa 2028. So, what are your hopes for our country na?
Since we talked about hope, di ba? What this signifies.
Without saying any name.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Sasabihin ko sana I hope we continue the momentum. Yeah, we continue the momentum. The rise to better choices. Kasi we've seen it before, no? In the previous elections, when I was younger, we thought we were going one way, going the right direction, and then we vote for someone na going the other way. So it was a mumble jumble. Sana this time we're going up. We see the project going up, diba? We continue the momentum, sabi nga niya, hopefully.
Hopefully, mawala na yung political dynasties before 2028 begins. I think yun yung biggest hope ko talaga. Kasi sila talaga yung nagkakos ng sobrang hirap sa bansa natin.
Sana mawala na yung mga usual suspects na yan. Tigilan nila yung kakagawa sa gobyerno na business.
Correct. And I also hope na ma-fix ng Congress yung party-list system. Very specific talaga ako. Party-list system tsaka no to political dynasties. Sana before 2028 begins, wala na yung mga yun.
Okay, at least.
O maayos na pala yun, sorry.
Umaayos na at the very least, right? And there you have it. Yun ang aming unpacking for today. I hope you liked that. And what are your thoughts? Share with us your thoughts. Comment below. If you made it this far, thank you for listening to our rambling. Hindi naman rambling, but our thoughts, diba? And we're just so happy about the elections. We're getting there. Not entirely the results we wanted, but at least we have some bright spots. And step by step nga yan, sabi ni Ninya, para sumakses. So, yeah. That's it. Like and subscribe, and please hit that notification bell so that you're updated for the next one. That's it. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Mabuhay ang Pilipinas.